All right, guys, in this video, I want to go ahead and talk to you about like the pitch and the close. The whole part of it is all understanding like the mindset of where the business owner is at. Okay, so these business owners don't know about all of us underground digital marketers that are online. Okay, they just don't, they're not there. What they think is they just think about hiring a full-time employee. That's how it works. And along with that they have to pay an average salary and stuff like that. So let me jump in here and I'll just kind of show you how this all works. All right. So normally what you have here is you've got, these employers that, they believe that they got to pay somewhere between, 50, 60, 50, 60,000 a year. Okay. And so that's kind of what they're thinking is that they have to pay all that type of money. And so what happens is that averages out to about, if you see here, like 5,000 a month. Okay. But what you are missing, what you don't know about is that, as an employer, you also have to go and spend money on taxes. You've also got to get them health insurance, right? So you gotta get them health insurance. You also need to get them vacay, right? So they need vacation. They're gonna need sick time, all this different stuff. But the stuff that's, and this is all, more money, more money, more money, more money. So even though, it looks like a business owner is only paying this, they know in their head, if they give a $60,000 a year salary, $5K a month, they're really actually paying more than that. They're probably paying about $6,000 a month. That's really probably what they're paying because all this stuff adds up. Plus, even if that, what are the intangible things? What about all of the intangible things where maybe their kid is sick? Their kid, their husband or wife is maybe made them have a bad day. Maybe when they were standing in line at the coffee shop, and all this different stuff these business owners know about. Okay. Let me just jump back on here real quick. So all these business owners know this, like that there's all sorts of like mental stress and other intangible stuff that's going to come along with hiring an employee. Do you know what I mean? And so that's what you really need to play into. Like that's the thing that you drive into when you're trying to pitch these people. So let me go ahead. I'll go ahead and I'll show you exactly what I mean, right? So I want you to keep this all in mind, right? So I want you to keep this all in mind that in here you've got these, this is the mindset of the business owner, okay? So what you're doing is you're really playing, to that number. Again, 5 and all this stuff. You're really looking at about, 6K a month, right? So about 6K a month is really what they're going to end up paying. And so what you're trying to do is compare, would you rather have this, or would you rather have you? So let's see if I can do this. So this is going to be you, all right? So this is going to be you. And then the other person who they don't want is going to be over here, right? So there's this person. So which one would you rather have? So I'll just put employee, right? And so you really need to understand this as I do this. So what you're doing now is that when you first talk to these business owners, if you want to get the big deals, the high ticket ones, right? Even at a low ticket, right? At the low ticket, we already talked about this. You're going to pitch those employees on like say Craigslist or Yellow Pages, right? You're just going to come in real low. You're going to say, oh, I'm going to work for $15 an hour. You don't really have to get into this whole spiel and this stuff like this. This is really meant for those high tickets. Okay. So this is literally, how I can easily get, 3K. I get 4K, I get 5K, and my best so far is 7.5K all a month. Okay, those are so far. Those are my records. Okay, and you could go more and more. And again, I'm still, I've been using these methods that I'm showing you, and it's very realistic that you can go ahead, and get those numbers. And so how it's going to work. Okay, so really imagine where we're aiming for. This is what we're aiming for. So when you're pitching them, hey, Mr. Business Owner, yep, you can have this or this. You're going to get all of these pains, but you could have me. Now this person, right, that they're going to go hire. So this person most likely only has one skill. Okay, so one skill. What does that mean? Is that maybe they hired this person as just a social media marketing person. Okay, maybe they hired this person just as a web guy. Either or like one or the other. maybe they're just hiring this person as an SEO guy. Maybe they're just hiring this person as an email guy. You know, like they only have one. It's one or the other. They don't have all. So now you, as you go in there, because you've been using the knowledge invaluable step system, the KISS system, by the time you're here, you're going to be like, hey, Mr. Business Owner, I have social media marketing skills, okay? You're going to have web skills by that time. You're going to have funnel skills, right? You have funnel skills. You're also going to have paid ads. You know, we'll call it paid ads, Facebook stuff, okay? So here you are, and you're showing that, hey, I'm going to have this. Plus, you are what's called, you are here. Let me make sure that you see this. You are, here's the key word, performance driven, okay? You are performance driven. You're not an employee who wants to just come over here and sit, you know, in a chair all day and be, you know, they're on my computer and they're probably on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? They're probably on Facebook and they're just sitting there and all they're doing is watching the clock. That's all they're doing. They're just watching the clock. Like, when do I go home? When is it time? Let's go. Let me go get a coffee for when I come in. And these are the ways that you talk to these business owners. Okay, you talk to these business owners like that, and then all of a sudden the light bulb starts to come on, where now you can have someone like you who is performance driven. What do I mean by that? Well, performance driven is that you're not an hourly employee, that you're here based upon results. And if you don't perform, you're out. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. And you make that very clear to them, and they're like, oh, okay, I understand that. Okay, so here's how it goes, right? Let me just go ahead and give you a little pitch. A little pitch of how it's going to go is what you do is you say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, would you rather have some novice, like over here, right? Some novice that literally that you have to pay somewhere between 30 to 40 bucks an hour to come in there, and you know you're paying all of this stuff in addition, okay? All that different stuff in addition, and they only know one part of the equation. That's it. They only know one part of the equation. So that eventually what you're going to say as a business owner is that eventually you're going to need to hire, actually, you're going to need more. It's not going to cost you 6. You're actually going to need probably at least 2, maybe 3, because the whole digital marketing world doesn't revolve around one thing. You know, as you said, is that you need to have multiple skill sets. You got to know how to drive traffic, manage their online presence, and be able to capture leads. Okay. And so there's that system. And so really you start telling the business owner that this may solve one problem, but it's also going to start to open up another problem. Now you may have solved this, but then all this other stuff's not solved. And so they start to see that this number is really going to increase. And so literally when you're coming in here and you're approaching them, say, you know, well, how would you like me to, you know, come in here, make sure that I'm results driven, and I can go ahead and satisfy this for X. And again, you have to have your numbers ready. But for example, you know, like me, I'll walk in any different time and I can use this pitch just like this. And I'm literally walking out again, just to start minimum like 2,500, you know what I mean? A month just to start, because I'm going to incorporate all this stuff. And again, I told you it takes a little bit of experience because you've got to be able to show this. You got to be able to show this stuff. And so I show examples of my clients. I show examples of successes, my work. And so I'm able to do this. Sometimes I can even walk out, you know, I even go even higher. But again, I'll even start at a little bit low to gain some of the traction. Okay. And so literally how this works, if you do approach these people, say on the Craigslist jobs, okay, on the Craigslist jobs, that's where you'll be using this pitch. Okay, because remember, the employee is put out a help wanted ad and they're looking for this. This is what's in their mind. And in their mind, all this baggage comes. And then you're going to come along and be like, hello, you know, and then, you know, obviously your whole idea is to, let's see if I can draw. I'm not really a good drawer, but this is supposed to be a light bulb. Boom, 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 boom. The light bulb goes off to the business owner like, ooh, I can get all this for a fraction of the price. And even if I don't like it, I can just tell you goodbye. And that's exactly what you do. So in the book, you'll see where I say, all you've got to do is you got to say, listen, Mr. Business Owner, let's go ahead and give this a try. You know, let's go ahead and give this a try. And, you know, 1 month, if it doesn't work out, you know, you can go ahead and put your ad back up, right? So it's real simple. Hey, let's give it a try, okay? Just take your ad down, give me 30 days. Let me come in here. Let me show you how this could work and really put a lot of peace to your mind as I come in here and start being results driven. So, all right, guys, hopefully this makes sense. Go out there and give it a shot, and you'll see that it works some awesome wonders. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.